Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words, echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over. Silhouettes of you used to haunt my dreams. Nightmares laid to rest, no coming back to me. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. I'm the storm that's taking over.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Good evening, everyone. We are back with the ABC. We are back with ABC tournament, also known as Asia Blitz Community Tournament. and it's heading into pretty much the concluding phases of this community tournament. I mean, at the same time, we also have the EU server, the Blitz Premier Cup happening. Tonight, it will be streamed by quite a lot of streamers, but not including me. I will be doing the room reward rating, but anyway, here is the bracket for you so far. This tournament, the registration is in the form of a team rather than a clan. So there are people who are from different clans in the registered team, and tonight it will be actually Nuggies will be also known as I think it's I believe it's E7, and top 9 is Cats. I might be wrong though. I have to double check. Just have to double check, and then they are playing in the upper bracket finals, so it's really good to see. I'm just going to double check. Yes, E7 is Nuggies for me, and Cats is top 9. So in the lower bracket third round, we will have PGMT versus Men in Black, also known as GV. So some of them are from GV actually, if I remember correctly. So I think kind of we can take a look at some of their lineups here. Yep, so we have the okay, so we have Nuggies for me, being E7, so they have Knock Backwards, Ruler, Parabolum, Gamma, Nuggies and Fries, Nitroglycerin, Alex, I suppose, Chromatros, Roses are Rosy, and Alpha Omega Second. So they are a concoction of E7, GS7, also 4CHT8. Oh, Alpha Omega Second. I think he was originally from Feast, if I remember correctly. Just going to plug back in the stream deck. So next we have Cat, where are you? The top 90 we have iLion, iCarves, Reject Humanity, Embrace Monkey, Hello Mimi, Hermes, I think it's Hermes if I remember correctly, Tampon, Hunter x Hunter, x Papa, I don't know how many Papa there, Kudune, and for I think it was now PGMT. We have Team Captain Lost Keys, the Acarius, Charade, Missionary. Is that a position? Well, Wayboat, Jacnium, Pooh for the win. What is this name? Tagnetium, Jericho, and Beyond Desperation. You have to ask Missionary for that. And after that, we have Men in Black, which is Yoga Yuvinda, Capricorn, Oslo, Florida, Rome, Chicago, Congo, Nisama, Colorado, Monaco, and a player that is not in the clan. Random player number. So here we go. I think the room should be up. So the lounge is a little bit messy, so please don't mind. It's just not the right one. I mean, I can update that because this is not right information. Here we go. Yep, this is the final table. That not the Dinos and Bell, the position has switched, but this should be right. I mean, the fixture results, I suppose. Where are you? Here we go. So yesterday we have a couple of clans. I know, not tying my hair up. Hope you don't mind this kind of look, but yesterday we have Dinos qualifying first, followed by BPS. So Dinos will be in the lower bracket, and BPS will be the lower bracket first round, which means we are saying goodbye to Vale and APA. So only 6 clans left for the Blitz Premier Cup, and anything can still happen tonight. And we're going to start off with Raid vs Kana first, and Aqua vs Serenity. And then the loser of these 2 games will face either Dinos and BPS respectively, and the winner of that will play the lower bracket second round on the same day. And on the next day, tomorrow, it will be the bracket finals, the upper and lower bracket finals. And depending of the teams, we have to reschedule the Easter Sunday matches, just because it's on the Easter Sunday, and there is a good reason why it can be rescheduled. But anyhow, I'm just going to see if the room is up. There we go. Oh, so it's going to be lower bracket third round first. But I don't have the password instead of the upper bracket. Okay. So here we go. We've got quite a lot of people streaming tonight. Following for you, I hope we have some streamers soon. But it will be Black Goldville first. Oh yeah. Do I have enough gold? Yes, I have enough gold to buy some gold. Great. EMF. Oh, I really love that. Oh my goodness me. Oh, and if you haven't known already, Maddox is actually streaming this match, and he is now in E7 after not a happy exit for him for Feast, but it's going to be interesting. The E7 is going to participate in the spring season, and I'm going to be really surprised with what's going to happen. But actually, while we wait, let's actually go through some of the Asia teams from the winter season. From my impression, I think the spring season is not going to be as competitive as the winter season, based on that quite a lot of changes for a lot of clans, particularly the top 8 clans. So whether we're going to be seeing the same level of competitiveness in the spring season, we'll see. But I would say E7 will be back. TCS1 I think are preparing as well. But other clans like Calm has suspended all their activities and preparation for the upcoming season. So this is the GV's team. Pretty much quite a lot of them are still in GV, but their monetary prices have been retracted after most of them are from Vietnam. I think only 2 of them received monetary prizes in the end. I'm not sure if it's going to dissuade them to participate in the spring season, but they have a good team. They still have a really good team, so I think they will participate. And some of them has gone to Men in Black's clan. I think Florida is now in this clan. It's just a lot of Yogang Govinda is the clan lead of this team. So I think this is going to be interesting. This is something that you might want to take notice of, and I think they are going to be participating in the lower bracket very soon. And next we have a Feast with Backlocks in the E7, but most of them are here, so we're going to be still seeing Feast. And ID, the same old IDs here with Cats. I think there are some changes for Cats. We have someone going into, yeah, it's pretty much quite a different. It's pretty much going to be quite different. I think they still have the core team there. So do you think they still have a chance also with the top 8? And GSM is quite different now. Quite a lot of them has gone to E7. And I'm not sure about some of the GSM. I'm not sure if they are still able to fill a team for the for the spring season. I hope so. And HLV are also kind of different now, I think. But then back then we also saw Sarutsu and From Abyss in different clans, but I think they will be back in HLV. So I think HLV will be back in full force. But Der is pretty much dissolved. I mean, most of them have gone into different clans, and I don't know. Der doesn't seem to be able to build a team for the spring season now. ENT pretty much the same. I think Mr. President left. I will make a second now into 4CHT8. I'm not sure how good they are going to be, but we can only speculate. But I would say this top 8 you're seeing would say GSM and Der will be in some sort of trouble, whether they will be back. But E7 is going to be quite a strong team, and Men in Black as well. So I think the top 8 is still going to be very competitive in this spring season. But our end, we are going to be seeing quite a lot of changes. So I'm not sure if our end is going to be back in full force. They've announced their suspension of the activities, and I think you're seeing quite a lot of them now in different clans. Some of them are still in calm, so they can still create a team, but they haven't announced that they are going to be, back with a team. So, but they have one month to prepare. So, Kang, I think, will be preparing this one very seriously. I think they will be much better than the spring season, the winter season. And I mean, they are them finishing in the third place for the challengers too. But it's quite a surprise for me, considering their performance at the previous Q tournament isn't really that good. But EA, they still have the team. EA, I think they could be back. UI will be in a better shape and form. So I think they will be a surprise team. Cam1 pretty much dissolved, so I don't think we will see Cam1. I mean, a lot of Japanese clans actually have dissolved, with the exception of HLV. Now Low, a lot of them has gone to EA. Some of them are still in Low. I'm not sure if Low is going to be back, but EA will be in a much better form than before. E4D, I think this clan you need to be careful. Razor might be the clan that might be really strong in the spring season, but as you can see, a lot of them are not in E4D anymore. So I think the Japanese clans have pretty much might have a much different team we're seeing right here. So I would say top 8 is still going to be really close, but when we are talking about Japanese clans, they're going to be in a very different environment this time. TCS1 I think will be back, and I think HLV will be back. Razor probably will be the new Japanese clan to look out for. I'm not sure about other Japanese clans like RN and Cam1 and Der and Calm. They don't seem to be coming back for the spring season. But other than that, E7 is going to be back in full force. So this is the clan you need to be careful. Men in Black will be a good substitute. Well, not a good substitute. Will be a good rivalry. Will be a good. Will provide good competition for GB. So I think the top 8 is going to be more competitive than the winter season. But if we are talking about top 16. I don't think we'll see as many of the competitive clans as before. So I think top 16 is still going to be like you just need to advance to the next stage for once, and then you probably will be able to, I mean twice, and then you'll be able to get a silver place in the top 16, methinks. Meanwhile, I think PGMT now in this stage is also a clan you need to look out for. So now both teams are now here. So make sure I've got the right Oslos. Now, I mean, Men in Black, quite a lot of them now in Men in Black. This is going to be a good team to see. So, Men in Black, I think their goal would be to secure a place in the top 8. Hello, Nephilforce, how are you doing? And then PGMT, with the exception of Missionary and Jericho, which are not in PGMT, them getting into the stage is surprising, and I think that will be really interesting to see. And I think we need an Asia version of the Blitz Premier Cup probably in the future, and the NA server, it's going to be I'm not sure. They seem interested in doing a Blitz Premier Cup in the future, so maybe we'll see the the NA version of Blitz Premier Cup. We'll see. But there are some really good clans there. But we can check on the during the break the current status of the NA server. We know on the E server, the top 8 is still pretty much there, with the exception of Turks, which is now different, and most of them have gone to Dinos. And you also know that Immortals are not here; they are not there. Yeah, it's really great to see Asians having a community to organize a community-held tournament, which is really good to see. And this is actually not a very not like the Blitz Premier Cup, where it's amongst the best clans. It's open for all, so there are clans which are very good and some clans which are wanting to be one of the best. So I think this is a good thing to see, that the not so competitive clans are really making use of this opportunity to improve their roster and to improve their gameplay. That's always nice to see. And talking about the EU server, to top Immo's not really there. In game, I'm not sure. They will be back, obviously, but they will have a different roster. But they will always be one of the best clans in the E server. But will they be as dominant as winter season? I would say it's going to be difficult to tell, because we don't see them in the Blitz Premier Cup, and we don't see how much of an improvement we saw with the with some of the other clans, particularly the Aquas team. But they have since recruited NG, and maybe Whoopsie as well. Whoopsie is going to be really important, as I mean, he is really ambitious in his goal to appear in the offlines. So I think that is his dream, but he was denied the opportunity back in 2019 because of the region rules. He is living in Russia currently, but he plays on the E server. Has been playing on the E server since pretty much the creation of this game. So, I think we're still waiting for both teams to ready up. I think we only have 1 minute left, so they have to hurry up. Okay, I'm getting information. Our end is reviving with a new lineup, so interesting, because that is a really different RM we're going to be seeing in the future. But Razor. I might need their clan logo, but this is going to be really interesting to see. Asia, I think, well, I will take it back. It's probably going to be as competitive as the winter season, if not more competitive. And I will check about the NA7, but when we talk about Challengers tournaments, Raid is much better. As you can see, they're in the top 4 of that group stage, and HSOP have no idea what's going to happen to them. And I think they have lots to improve on. I hope they will be back, but I think getting in the top 16 for them is going to be quite difficult, considering like the hello Jada. Considering the top 16, it's going to be with the lineup with the win rate they have is they struggled to get into the top 16 in the first place. They have to beat a lot of the top 8 teams on the way. But with the team we're seeing, I think that team we're seeing was weaker than the winter season. So thank you for the donation. But then the problem is the tax. I think kind of the tax information, I'm difficult to provide some accurate information. So I'm forced to take like a 30% cut. And quite a lot of them has gone into the tax, so thank you very much for the donation. So I would appreciate for you guys to donate to my PayPal instead. That way I probably won't have to receive that much of a tax cut for that. Yes, so but other than that, but other than that, yeah, then the 11th place we have Rackham. Rackham is going to be preparing this one seriously, so I think they are looking for a top 8, and they have a much better roster as well, and I think they have a better gameplay as well. So I have yet to see. I think they will contend for the top 8 the winter season, and then next we have Chai Raiders, I think they're not going to be.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Red Team, top 8, but I think they will have to try really, really hard. BPS is a top 8 contender, obviously. They are now in the final 6, so it's always really good. And next we have that's not Ufbin Josh, that's just Unifin Josh and Efin Josh, so it's not the real Ufbin Josh that is. But if they got Ufbin Josh in that team, that would be really good. And we'll see Weibo getting some spots into Monaco already. Think he is AFK. That's not nice. But if they got Ufbin Josh, that would be brilliant. Oh my goodness me. But Charlie's getting captured by PGMT, but with Monaco still AFK. Well, that is not a good start for Men in Black at all, isn't it? But I mean, that's actually changed something. I think this is the wrong. It should be PGMT versus Men in Black, so let's change that. So I apologize. We are not using that logo, but we're using this logo instead. We need a new logo for Men in Black, but this is the right one. This is the real logo from PGMT. Actually, Men in Black has made a move in the middle of shutdown tanks, and Monaco is still AFK. But Chicago, Monaco is now that finally, but I mean, PGMT also lost some hit points, but they are very healthy. Chicago is now dead. They are now rushing into Jericho, and Jericho is going to be really, really low. That's a really good start from PGMT, but with Jericho now dead, Congo Nisama is also dead. It's now 6 versus 4 this is going to be really interesting indeed. And Capricorn's tracked, and I don't know how many Blitz is going to come. It's going to come back from this. They're now trapped potentially down in this ditch here, but Oslo might be the focus for Missionary, and Wayboat is coming in for Capricorn or Oslo. No, it's coming for Oslo. So Aquarius is going for Oslo, and Oslo's now one shot. With Pooh for the win, really put his shot, not good. And Capricorn is going to be peppercorned, and he's dead. And finally, we have Rome and Yogai Govinda, the last people standing. Yogai Govinda is struggling to hold in the T22, and he's going to be punished by Waybird and Pooh for the win, and he's dead. We also have Rome, was not built in one day, but can collapse in one day. So he's trying to run away from this onslaught, and don't think Waybird is going to ram into Rome. And oh, it's just missed. Just by a tiny bit. And got killed by a carrier. Don't you dare, Winter Fox. Here we go. And we have PGMT 4 times to 1 2K and Manny Black 3 times to 1 2K. Yes,
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
I'm not into, my mind is paralyzed. Don't care,
hello Capsule, how are you doing?
my bags and take off tonight. Don't need the pressure from you.
So here we go. PGMT 1-0 so far.
Just need some fresh air to breathe.
And that is a really good start for PGMT, and I think they need to switch out Monaco. He's AFK. They're now going to get to Florida in. Oh, is that an abstract? I didn't take notice of. But once again, Retzi, and then we have So's. The charges to the merge. So's are not here, and I think they're not going to be fielding a team anymore. Pigula has gone to Rackham. Some of them have gone to Dinos with Lightning McQueen and also Havilump. Pigula is in. I think Pigula and then Fuchetti was in AP, isn't it? Yeah, some Polish people are now in Rackham. I'm not sure about SYS, but I think they will still be a contender for the top 16, and I really hope. I mean, there are also some clans down below that would be looking for a top 16. For example, Fuha would be a good clan to contend. Will be a clan that you need to watch out for. Sparta as well, and the other clans. I'm not sure about Loca, whether they're going to come back. I hope they do. And many others as well.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Right, so PGMT is going with double IS4s, a T22, and quadruple T125. Just Many Black going with double IS4s, a T22, triple T125, and the thing is, like, at this time they do not have an AFK, so this is game on for Many Black, and PGMT is going for an A cap very quickly. Otherwise known as I don't know what. A. It's going to be captured by Charade, and what's this charade? No, I mean let's call it charade. It's just, it sounds a lot more, is there a better word than high class? A lot more privileged. hopefully. Well, we got double IS Force down in the middle, looking to reset B if need be, but Chicago is still spotted. Not sure you can hold down there, but lost keys. He really lost his keys, so... And Man in Black is planning for rotation. Oh, he's tracked. Lost keys, has to use his repair. He couldn't connect into Rome. This is to be expected because he's moving while trying to aim, so that won't happen. Missionary still very far at the back. He's still looking at B. We also have Man in Black now looking for a rotation to the to those double T125. This will go very, very slow for PGMT very quickly. They're very, very spread out. They need to make a move, obviously. Capricorn looking for lost keys, but he bumped into a rock, so he has some trouble with driving. But he's driving into oh dear, Man in Black. They're not rotating. Oh, lost keys with a fire. But Men in Black, the rotation is really disjointed, and with lost keys now dead, PGMT still has a really good substantial hit point pool lead, and I would say Men in Black, they need that rotation to happen better, and otherwise Capricorn or Chicago will take that much of a hit there, and now they're trying to apply pressure onto these tanks of Charade. Now getting out of trouble, or obviously, because you know you don't want to be part of this onslaught. They are looking to shut down Chicago quickly, but I mean you need 2 tanks for that. So why would you send T20 to go for that? So he's now going to go for Oslo or maybe some other tanks. But Pooh for the win is now dropping the reactive armor, and Charade. It's really looking for Capricorn. No guy giving that is with Charade receiving some hits, and PGMT still not winning this yet. It's 5 versus 6. Men in Black with a gun up, but Rome is so far in the back, and Oslo is really low, and he's killed. And we also have these 2 tanks with the double T20, double T125, looking for Florida. Florida is going to be quite low. And here we go. Still Florida looking for that shot. He is killed finally. And Capricorn's really low. And Congo's Nisama dropped the reactive armor. And we have Capricorn now dead. With Pooh for the win now dead. His turret landing onto Congo. Can he shoot something though? He's trying to shake away that turret, and he's tracked. Unfortunately, that was unfortunate though. Charade is going to be killed probably, but with Congo, it's going to be oh, Legion is also aiming for top 60. I mean, EU server is going to be really competitive, obviously. Rob is trying to run away, and it's Rob once again trying to run away, but there's PGMT coming on top. And you have to question whether Men in Black, this kind of play would put them into top 8 in the spring season, because there are loads to be desired. That is to say, a missionary. With Kang, no, PGMT getting that win, very crucial win though, with Caps. I would say there is a big problem with Men in Black with their rotation. Simply, very hesitant. I think they have a good idea, but they didn't commit to that. And PGMT was at one point 2 isolated T125s, easy pickings actually, but didn't really happen for Men in Black. They lost quite a lot of HP while doing that, so that wasn't a good play from Men in Black.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
So it's best of 5 series for the lower bracket third round, and also upper bracket third round. Upper bracket finals will be the best of 7. So we are now on the Dynasties Pearl, which is a totally different map from Black Oakville, where this is very closed, very enclosed, and very narrow with the lanes. So heavy spams incoming. Oh yes, that's really good. For me, it's going to be hard. I have the keys to do it. I have the way to do it, but then
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
it is also very hard to program as well. Basically, you have to kind of control. But I mean, you have to basically capture them yourself. So here we go. PGMT now swarming into C potentially, and I think same goes to Men in Black potentially. And they're just going very aggressive right now. PGMT looking to finish off the game quickly, and I think the next game will be held in around 20 minutes, so still loads to play for, but lost keys in that position, very aggressive. Not sure if he will get isolated though, but Oslo in that mouse. I don't want to focus the mouse, but you do not want to go in to lose unnecessary hit points in the mouse, so Oslo's move is shut down potentially, but Florida, how did he take so much damage? In that position, very far back. I have no idea about double mouse. I think it's in a very awkward position. I mean, same goes for TGMT to be honest with you, but Capricorn is looking to go into B, but I think Men in Black really needs to start doing something. They are losing a lot of hit points now. They're holding, but they're losing hit points while holding, so they really need to find a weakness in PGMT strats, and PGMT is just pressing them hard. I think Missionary is really using that position to kind of push his agenda hard, and Yogai Govinda is going to be low, and Charade is coming in support way above. I think the breakthrough is going to be here. Yogai Govinda is going to receive the clip from Charade, and this is going to be very south for Men in Black indeed. And PGMT is going north, and that is always a good thing when you're north and the enemy is in south. And Oslo, PGMT is focusing the mouse. Obviously, are they going to continue to focus the mouse? Yeah, they focus the mouse really, but Chicago is also really low, and it's tracked as well. And PGMT is coming on top. 6 tanks versus 4. Oh, the stream will be copyrighted. I would say so. Yes. But anyway, I don't earn a lot from monetization anyway with Florida. Florida now killed, leaving Rome the last man standing. Yeah, it's only, I believe. Rome is going to be low once again, but here we go. Hello to privet to the Russians, to the Russian audience here, but 5 tanks to 2K. This is really painful. It is, and Men in Black. 3 tanks to 2K. Happy April Fools, everyone. And let's continue.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
So I think Men in Black are now eliminated from this tournament, and PGMT are through to the lower bracket finals. It is. So here we go. Hey, and I will leave this room. And actually, let's log into the NA account. And we will check about the NA server. About the NA server, it is. So here we go. I see. I think someone said to me it's E7. So it's top 9 versus Nuggies for me, and okay, so he's clarifying that. So that's kind of a mixed team for E7. So here we go. We're going to see North American server very soon. Yeah, I mean, copyright, it is true. Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty much going to be. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be. You know what? It's going to be demonetized anyway. So, happy April Fools, everyone. Right, let's get into this. Oh, my military order decreased. Oh, this is not nice. I mean, Red Row is meant to be annoying, isn't it? So here we go. I think you can still see the stream, isn't it? Pramo, I think Pramo is pretty much. Oh, some of them has gone to Void. Ah, interesting. GG. Oh, good game. It's pretty much different. Some of them has gone back to Rain, and some of them has gone to JKR, and some of them are still. Rygal is in GG. Rygal is not here anymore. So some of them are now in JKR, which is Joker, and we'll be seeing them probably contesting for top 8. Apex pretty much still Apex here, apart from maybe some of them going into purple. We have Pincer, pretty much the same people, so it's still really good. Apart from Yarrow and Radio Black, which is now in different. CPG, some of them has gone to JKR, some of them has gone to GG. It's like this is going to become the main GG team probably, and we have Naps is. Yeah, Naps is also quite different as well. With some of them are now in JKR, and some of them have now gone. Some of them are still in Naps, and I heard that Naps is soon to be a much better. It's going to come back soon, so we'll see about that. And Purple, some of them have gone to Pramo. Unhated. Oh, is that Nuclear AP? Interesting, but some of them are still unhated. I think any server is going to be very different. And challenges to them. We have Void pretty much being in the same team. Yes, quite a lot of them are still in Void, but some of them have gone to GG. So GG is still going to be really strong in the next one. SLG is still SLG, and this is going to be interesting to watch. They are Brazilian clan. And I think that performance previously in the winter season, if they train more, I think they can be a strong contender. I think that could be the first time we see a non-English clan, non-English clan in the top 8, and a Latin clan as well. Always a good thing to see some new clans rising up the ranks, rising through the ranks. Still the MM. Some of them has gone to GG, but still very strong. Rival is going to be Rival, and some of them are in IQ, which I think is a subsidiary clan for Rival, and ARWV is now a totally different clan. Quite a lot of them has become ZR0 straight. Still going to be participating, I suppose. PPSUC 53317 it is, so it's a totally different clan. It's got renamed, forcefully, just because they are not complying with that. Search is going to be pretty much the same, and I think Gotsu, another Latin team, but it's quite different now. They have gone separate ways, so I think the top 8 is going to be very different for the for the spring season. But we have the other 8 in the top 16 being not quite different. So I think this kind of inertia in that position in that group of clans we're seeing could be beneficial for them. So they need to rise through the ranks, and maybe we'll be seeing both Rifle and SLG really looking forward, and also Void as well for top 8 finish next season. I have to change so that you don't see anything. Oh.
It's a useless waste of time. I don't care what's on your mind. The truth was never for us to find. We could
Here we go. Oh, I mean, we can play some games. I have to grind some tanks, so watch me suffer. So we go into the Yachty. How much do I need? Oh yeah, how many X3? Oh, 2. I'll play some of these. Yachty. I'm not sure if I played this tank on the EU server. Well, I might not have, but that tank I probably have as well. I don't know. Just can't recall. So we go to here. Here we go. I've not seen that. Oh, Death Star. Wait, you can't. Ah, he missed. Noise. Yeah, I think I kind of wasted that adrenaline. But what's the enemy team doing? Right there. Yeah, could have hit that. Oh, he's not hit. Oh, he didn't hit once again. Oh, I'm lucky. Ooh. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Ah, what is that shot? Oh man, the chieftain is now dead. That's good. What's that camera as well? It's really weird, but I need a kill. Thank you, and I think I can stay here probably. Can I use HE? No. Yeah, this feels a little bit low. Well, I mean, this is really good in DPM. 7 seconds of reload time. I think 460 damage alpha on average. If I remember correctly. Hey, there we go. 7. that was a massacre. Don't know a better word than that, but yeah, it was slaughter from us. So here we are. Oh, second class for 2001 4K damage. That's serious. Yeah, I gotta get these rewards. I'm gonna check the time. Think still not ready yet. Ah, what am I doing? Okay, here we go. So need the password. And let me find the password. Yes, I'm using the Asia server account because the games are on the Asia server. So where? Okay. What? Is that the wrong password? Gosh. That's the wrong password. Come on, which is the right password? I can't go on and try every password. Come on. Other CH4BR. There we go. I'm not going to be in that Jagd Tiger, but I will be instead in that Panzer 4S Schmaltum. I don't know. Is that the full form of that? We were going to begin with a best of 7 on Oasis Palms. So, Spectre is also streaming. Wall is the room moderator, and Tim is, I think, is commentating alongside Spectre. So, heavy solo flanks work. Now that was a terrible game from the enemies. How they're too defensive and it just allowed us to farm. Just allowed us to kind of dictate what we are going to do, and this is not always a good thing. Maddox is also here, so. Asia server right now is full of knobs. I mean, it's been like that since a few years ago. So we're waiting for top 9 versus Nuggies, and God, put a bit in. Let's go to the lounge. I'm glad they're doing well. There's B Cats, or Cats B team, I suppose. You missed me too much. Why? That's good to hear always. Yes, I think.
Where endless meets the end. Do you see me?
Oh my god, I'm surprised though. I'm surprised people still don't know me as this username on the Asia server. In fact, I created this account earlier than I did on the EU server. I had created this account earlier. Right? Usage of tenses. Anyway, we are waiting for top 9. I think it's Cats or no, E7 versus top 9 is the Cats team, and E7 is Nuggies for me. Just going to say. Let's say there's instead then Cats, yes, and gonna change something up. Oh, they kicked me. Oh, what's going on? Oh. Oh my goodness me, is that a different room mode? Oh my god. Okay, what is the right password? Oh my god. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. The teams are now in. Some communication issues with the remote, apparently. So here we go. Apparently, Cats are going with this team so far. We're seeing Bosch, we're seeing Jager, we're seeing 047, we're seeing T22, T28, and Panzer 4 Anko. And E7 are going with E7. Ah. Okay, so Cat's second. So B Cats is Cat's C team, and PGMT is Cat's B team. Right. Ruler. Oh, I just need some biscuits. But anyhow. It's going to be a best of 7 series, and the game should start in 3 minutes. If latest, I mean, report that word. Katsu. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I could see the problem with that. It's because it's cat screen. So E7 going with a lot of TVP. TVP has become it's become quite a popular tank lately. I think it has to do with the clip. 4 clips, you could lash out around 1.6k damage, 1.5, I can't do right maths, 1.2k round of damage. So that's quite a lot, and DPM wise is a bit low on the low side, but it's also quite mobile, so I can see why people play with 2 of that in the team. You have to step in. Right. So E7 are really going aggressive already with Parabolum and Chromatrox. Not actually going to spot, but it's going to be looking to shut down whoever's it's going to take hold of that corner. But even if you can take hold of that corner, there are no TD, so you won't get shut down by that. But you will get exposed here in this area, so probably not the best idea to kind of show yourself up there. I don't think Feast is dead. They're still well alive, probably. Here we go. Double T110E5, holding in very carefully, and anything could happen. Ooh, good shot into Roses or Rosie, and the carrier looking to put another shot. The Kramwagers are not hitting anywhere, they're hitting the dirt or the buildings, and I think anyone garrisoned in those buildings would be very scared. Or, in other words, shell shocked, which describes that situation perfectly. But E7 are still looking very defensive. I mean, this is Capstea all over again with no one's getting any caps, which is interesting. That could become very, very dull And what can I do in this situation apart from cats are also losing some hit points in those HE shells? But we're seeing some action from I potentially. That back was going for A. But would that elicit a response? Because those heavy tanks are very close. Ooh, iCarves hesitating, and that means Ruler is able to punish iCarves for being slightly hesitant. That bat was took a double hit there, but already Cats took 2 shots already from that, for being a little bit too hesitant. But still, Cats have the hit point pool advantage. So anything can still happen at this point, but Nuggies and Fries are looking to put a shot into these 2 tanks. It couldn't hit there. E7 with a good solid hit point pool advantage, but they don't have the hit points. So they still have to make sure they don't drop too many hit points. They're dropping more and more hit points, and that would be a good thing for Cats right now. And they're now going to make a counter push potentially. But no, the TVPs are holding, and I think Nuggies are still really on the back foot here in terms of the hit points. And now he's going to be captured by Cats, which means the initial advantage that is brought by Nuggies is not going to be there anymore, with A now getting captured and C still going to be retained as a no cap there. But the TVPs are diverting to A, over to A, leaving the double T110E5s isolated. Now, I'm not sure if the Nuggies team is able to spot that. If they do spot that move from Cats, and they can try, but they don't have tanks. They also are diverting the forces over to A. But Rule are losing more and more hit points. This is looking very grim for Nuggies at the moment. 3 minutes left to go, and it looks like to be a Cats win right here. But we still don't know what could happen. But I think Cats are in good situation. C is going to be captured by Nuggies and Fries, but I think the T110E5s will be there to shut it down. And even if E7 got C, it's still not going to work, because they still need 1 more cap at least. Some XG shells going in, but now already I think Cats are now getting very aggressive. I think this could be a really good move from them. The TVPs are trying to run away, and think the light tanks and the mediums from E7 a little bit too defensive, and now Cats are just very aggressive. They have the reasons to be aggressive right here. The ruler is going to be quite low, and could you where did that shot hit? But look at this, Cats just piling up pressure with Ruler the first tag down. Roses and Rosie, it's going to receive a big HE shell from Roses and Rosie, to Roses and Rosie, yes. And is going to put another good shell into Roses and Rosie, with iCarves killing Roses and Rosie off. E7 up falling apart very quickly. Nuggies and Fries is dead finally, and double T110E5s are really doing their job here. The Cats just playing this really comfortably, despite using almost 6 minutes in this game. And I think E7 just doesn't have the response to that, despite the initial hack outlet. But they dropped too many unnecessary hit points, so many one shots as well. And Alex is going to go down very soon. It's clean, and it's going to be 7-0 for Cats. It is. The first game goes to Cats, and I think that E7 needs to respond to that. Not really good performance by them, and we're seeing 5 tanks over in 2K from Cats. I think the tempo there is controlled by Cats really well. I think the map control as well. E7 doesn't seem to have a foot in this game, a foothold in this game actually to begin with. So great job to Cats, and more to be decided from E7, but anything can still happen, I would say. So here we go, E7 going with double T110E5, double crown, an IS4, a T22, and Vickers, like with the other team. Is it Cats? I think it's Cats. Going with double TVP, double T1 10E5, and Mouse. And nice for that T1 10E5. And that makes it to triple T1 10E5. So here we go, E7. E7 already, with Cats is still looking to ready up, but IS2 there. You can't take an IS2 this one, so pa it's going to go in. And we are getting delay, obviously. 3 minutes of delay, and Maddox is just playing the instant replay of 2 minutes. Okay, so both teams are ready with Cats going with... Okay. We're going to go in. Cats with triple T1 10E5, double TVP, a Mouse, and IS4 with E7 going with IS4, double crown, a T22, double T1 10E5, and a Vickers Light. So we are seeing this, a lot of tanks going to A this time, and still the same for E7, pretty much the same for E7, some tanks going to C, but Hermes already taking the hit. He has to run away though. What are you talking about? Cloudy's Nova. Hermes took quite some hits already, trying to run away. Cats this time is bleeding. And E7 this time has the hit point pool advantage. With Hello BB puts a good shell into Alex. Cats are piling pressure onto E7, but they are very spread out. At the same time, they really need to find a way to rotate. And so far, they've only put shots into the double crown wagons, and it's still not enough. The TVPs are quite low. The Mouse already took some hits already, with Lucario taking more and more hits. Cats are in deep trouble. Whether they are able to chip away hit points, I don't know. But E7 can really make use of the ditch down there to hide themselves nicely. They have to not drop unnecessary hit points. Chromatrox receives a hit as well. And so far, it is still with E7 with the hit point advantage. And I think Cats know that their E7 is quite separated. Double Crown Wagons though are holding the flank on their own, so if Cats decides to rush, these two Crown Wagons can be taken up pretty quickly. And I think this is not what they want to do. They want to consolidate, and I'm not sure if Cats know this already. If they know, they will make a push, and that is not good for Cats. I mean E7. Hit points are still in favor of E7 and also Cat points as well. You cannot go B. I think Cats are looking at that very carefully. They're also looking at separate flanks as well, with those T22 and Vegas Lights roaming around the map to get information for the team. The TVPs are very defensive for some odd reason. I have no idea why. But they are supposed to be the tanks which should be getting information for the team. I think it's going to take into 200 cap points, 600, 700 cap points soon. And Cats so far are still holding that they don't have any shots over to E7 team. And I think at this point they can only make a gamble here rather than more information obtaining. With Ruler looking at B very aggressively. Cats obviously they cannot go into B. iCar's looking to go into B, but that would not be a good idea. Yeah, Papa, yes. But these tanks they need to move in now. Cat it can go really bad. I mean, Bruno's now going in, so saying for some reason the E7 is really not looking. Ooh, this can be really interesting though. Cat can still win this one, but the E7 are looking stronger than ever actually. And I think Ally is going there to block iCars. And that would mean B is going to be captured by Cat. Look at Ally just blocking Ruler as much as he could. And they got B, which is always good, but they also lost Hello BB here. And Nuggies and Fries killed, however. Oh, E7 might have trouble. Capwood's are with Cats right now. But E7 still have a lot of hit points, but they really need the tanks. But the mediums and lights are still very passive. iLion is looking to reset B. Ruler is really low. Vic is like needs to come in. iCarves are now dead. Very important kill that is. iLion now dead. No, it's Ruler that is dead. iLion is now dead. Still 20 more Capwoods, 25 more Capwoods to go. It's really close. It is. E7 is looking, Parabola is looking to kill off Hermes, but that was a bounce. A miss it is. But would that matter? No, it doesn't matter. They got 1,000 Capwoods in the end. With Could You also dead. Oh, Cat, very, it's, the push is disjointed, but at the same time, E7, the mediums and lights, almost coming in way too late, costing them the game almost. And 6 tanks in Monstercat, it's good, but Cats, they need better coordination than that there. That's really not the best coordination I've seen so far, allowing the E7 to kind of do a response to that relatively easily. It's now 1-0 for both teams, but I think they still need to do a lot better than that. Don't think that is going to mean saying if they want to go for top 8 this they need to do much better than that, in my opinion. So Nuggies are now going with and now we're now going into Alpenstadt, which is somewhat of a heavy map. So this is going to be a little bit different, but it's still somewhat open as well. We have Ruler and that T125 alongside Nuggies, double TVP by Chromatics and Parabola. Roses are Rosie the Crown Park, and Alex in the Ice for the Knapback Wall in the biggest like Daddy, yeah, and that doesn't sound right. Daddy. And Hermes in the Vickers Light and Driller. Interesting call. Not sure if they're going to do a boost strat. We can wait and see. But before that, before there you can do boost strats on the Alpenstadt, but we don't see that often. I remember it was done with a 268. I think it was. Is it Ray doing that? I forgot, but they are not doing the Grilla. They're not doing boost strat with that. So 1E100 double mouse, triple E1 T125, and the Vegas Light Cats. So it's so far 1-0 for both teams, but with E7 with much lower hit points. Obviously because they are taking 3 mediums and lights. They have to trade a lot better than Cats in order to win this one, and otherwise they will be in deep trouble. And with that backwards, it's going to be in that Vickers Light over to A. I think he's going to capture it very quickly. The good thing about Alpenstadt North side is that you can get whichever cap you want as soon as possible. A or C it is. And you can see how slow it takes for for Cats to go for capture on C, and that will hand E7 the cap lead they're going to get. Oh, Alex receiving an XG shell from Lion, but I mean I also receiving an XG shell. A Kuchu double bounce captured on B, but it doesn't seem to be successful anyhow. With Alex there to reset whoever it's going for B. So I don't think Cat is able to get control of B, meaning it's all on Cat to make a rotation now, and E7 can just sit and wait. But they also have to make sure they don't lose unnecessary hit points. Knack backwards can get some crucial spots onto Reject Humanity, but he's spotted as well. Shot. And Hermes is also spotted as well. Hello Mimi is there in the middle. Still hit points are in favor of Cats, but the cap points are in favor of E7. The double bounce there in the middle, looking for B. They're looking for an opportunity, obviously, but Vickers Light, Nat backwards, is running around left, right, and center to get the spots up for the team. Eyeline receiving a hit there. The Mouses are dropping hit points now. Nat backwards is playing this one really carefully. He doesn't want to be isolated, but iCars, it's potentially an isolated tank. He's spotted. I think he might want some support though, because he can't deal with that alone, because he only has 1,800 hit points, and that E100 has 2,900. So even with better DPM, and I mean Vicky's Light doesn't have good DPM, you can't take on the E100 alone, and don't forget you can bounce shots on E100 as well. So that backwards is going to go backwards. I think E7 has a general idea where the tanks of Cats are, so they're going to regroup a little bit to skew some tanks to one side and leaving another side relatively open. And you can see it here with E7 now pretty much near the spawn. So I think they're expecting a push from Cats over to their spawn. But I don't think they will try to make a push though, because if they do so, Cats are totally ready for that, and that would be a bad idea for E7 right here, because they have most of the tanks here with B now getting captured by Cats. This is going to be really bad news for E7 right now. They need the tanks out of the game quite quickly. Rejected Humanity dropping the reactive armor, always a good thing with Chromatrox, with that kind of bounce there. Not a good thing to see, but they can go for C. And now, Cats with a substantial hit point pool advantage, they really need to kill another tank right here. Alex going to go down very quickly, but Knack backwards. Why is he still at the back? He needs to go in support, because that will allow Cats to find the tank to focus down easily. But Ruler is also very, very low. I think they're looking for focus onto Lucario, but the TVPs are consistently bouncing their shots. With Chromatrox now dead, it's going to be 5 versus 4 right now. This is looking grimmer and grimmer for E7 as the time goes on. Natbat was still full health, I don't know why. It's looking for Hermes. That's a bad shot onto Hermes. And this is looking very, very grim. They have 3 caps though. Cats, they don't have a lot of time. If they kill off Hermes, this is really, truly over for Cats right here. Oh, but they also kill Roses and Rosie, so Cats are able to kill off all the tanks before E7 are able to win by caps. I think E7 just made a misplay that they don't have to make that move though. I thought they have enough information after they only spotted the E100 there, and oh, that plan really backfired for E7, and much to be decided here. Cats made a good response there, but I think this game goes to Cats, and some at this stage you do not want to play with fire, and we are on to the second game of Alpenstadt, and Cats going to play with E7 in this one. Oops. You didn't hear that? E7 going with triple Krabwager probably. And cats are going with oh, BK spam, maybe. Right, so E7 are going with triple Kranwagens, triple IS4s, and the biggest lights. And we also have, on the other hand, cats going with double mouse, no, double T110E5 mouse, a TVP, a Yaguru, a VK, and a T20 potentially. So we are waiting for both teams to ready up. So it's taking quite some time for them, but they will be here. Oh, cats taking the gorillas not.
How long has my soul been hiding? For now I have been brought to silence in the faintest light. I don't
It's taking minutes. If it's for Blitz Premier Cup, but I think both teams will receive a punishment already. But here we go.
battles, they are long gone now. I am under the spell of the air.
I think it's their problem that
The voice that called me in another life. Now
okay. So there are some players with some issues with the game, crashed the game. I think they had been out already. E7 going with triple IS4, triple Krabwagen, and a Vickers Light, with cats going with a mouse, a T22, triple T125 VK, and a Vickers Light. And once again, it's a lot of heavy tanks on the E7 side, but some mouse as well. But they're dropping the double mouse for both for E7. Oh no, for cats, only going with one mouse. So it's once again Cat's going to get the spots, but I'm not sure if Hermes at that spot is going to get a lot of spots here. Usually he can, in that spot you can, but anyway. But at last the issues are fixed with players getting disconnected. Hello, BB's going for C. Oh, some shots going into iCars. Didn't happen, but B is now getting captured. Already by E7, but would that be a problem now? Nuggets and Fries is getting a lot of hits while trying to pull back. But equally, Hermes also took a lot of hits somewhere else. I think it was him trying to go for A. But anyway, C is now getting captured, meaning E7 once again will have a cap lead. And they also have a hit point advantage. But with Cats applying that much of pressure, E7 might be trapped in a pocket right now with Ruler taking some hits. I think E7 is in some sort of deep trouble. Knack backwards needs to run away. Can't brawl against a Team 22 with pretty much a lot of help there. And B is going to be ignored probably. No, ignored. And Nuggets and Fries is now dead. Cats are piling so much pressure on E7 right now, and E7 is failing to cope with that. And Cats need to focus fire. They need to kill off that backwards. And now Roses and Rosie is now very, very low. Now down to a one shot. And he's killed. They're now going for Nat backwards as well, which is killed. Chromatrox is going to be whipped by these boys. And he is looking for Kudyun. And with Hello Mimi now dead, it's now going to be Chromatrox looking him desolate. And Chromatrox is now dead with 3 tanks left remaining for E7. Really good pressure play from Cats. I think that amount of pressure really forced E7 into very terrible positions, and I think that's a really good strategy. Good call from Cats right there. Alex next tank down, leaving Ruler very, very low, and the last tank being Parabolum. And Ruler bounces his shot onto Icars, but they want to kill off Parabolum first. Now they're going to kill off Ruler first, and finally Parabolum. So here we go, we have 6 tanks doing more than 2k, and none of the tanks from E7 doing more than 2k. Good job from Cats piling that amount of pressure, which means it's now going to be 3-1 match point to Cats right now, and we are now on to Port Bay. Support Bay can be quite defensive, but it depends on where you go. If you go to C, then you might want to take some medium tanks because of the terrain, and also some hold down tanks there as well. But if you're going mostly to A and B, the terrain there is flat mainly, so you want to take a lot of ISO amounts. So if you look at the lineup, then you probably can tell where the enemies are going to go in this map. It is quite obvious, unless they're trying to trick you into going into another side. But that you also have a risk with those tanks being incompatible with that terrain. But we didn't see that happen always. North side can be an advantage for holding and resetting caps. But with that spot originally in the grill taken sealed, it's getting a little bit difficult to rework your gun in resetting all 3 caps. So Port Bay previously is also known as Camp Bay, but it's probably not going to be Camp Bay anymore, or Port Camp. So we're now seeing E7 going with triple crown bargains, double TTVP, a T110E5 and a Vickers Light. Cat's going with double VK potentially, a Vickers Light, a T110E5 mouse, a Leopard 1, and finally another T110E5. And the loser of that, E7 potentially will be joining in the low bracket finals against... What team is it? Against PGMT. Here we go. Potentially the final game of tonight. Cats quadruple T125s, double mouse in the Vegas light against a very slight lineup from E7 once again. In this map, taking that many mediums and lights might not be a good idea, but E7, that looks like a C strategy to me, and with Cats, I think it's going also to be a C strategy for them, knowing that they're taking a lot of hold down tanks. I'm not sure if you're able to deal with that though, because now, they're playing this really defensively for some odd reason. Maybe knowing that they can't really do anything against the amount of the number of T125s they're putting in. But there's some really good. Oh, what the kid? He got ammo wrecked. Oh no, Cats! A very horrible start for them. But they are trying their best to get the hit point poorly back, and they've done it so. But Kid, with that ammo rack, oh no, Chromatrucks is going into the corner. I think that would really inspire E7 for a really strong finish right now. But they're not. Oh, but they're not up in hit points yet. Eyeline's coming from behind, and that mouse is really... Cats is really desperate right now, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. They've also lost the corner. That's more and more terrible news from Cats. Now E7 just need to finish off these tanks in the middle, and unfortunately nothing much can be done. Look at E7 now piling up and just going straight into reject humanity. He is going to receive a lot of hits right here. Oh my goodness me. Cats are in deep trouble. Roses are rosy. They need to finish off these tanks very quickly though. The focus fire needs to be there. Parabola receives a hit there. Actually, E7 might not be winning this one. They've taken way too long killing reject humanity. Hermes needs to be killed. They cannot focus the mouse, however, because they are not GB. They really need to kill off Hello Mimi very quickly. Tracked, and that's an important track right here. And E7 will be getting back some of the hit points. And they are once again leading in terms of hit points and knack backwards. Need to kill off either Hello Mimi or need to put shots into Hermes. They are now focusing the mouse here because that's the only tank they can focus. And it's a bounce from that onto Eyelion. Cats might still be able to win this one, but they are now down by a gun. They have also lost Hello Mimi with Hermes also dead. Double mouse is remaining. All E7 needs to do is to focus the mouse. Whichever mouse they want to prefer. And Eyeline's really low. And that ammo rack really changed matters. Really changed the dynamics of the game. And that leaves Icofs the last man standing. Well done to RNG for letting it happen. And we are seeing Icofs. This is going to bring it to 3-2 right now. And we're going to be seeing the second game on Port Bay. Parabola's looking for a shot into Icofs. A bounce. They're bouncing mouse. And Parabola kills off Icofs. And this is a really strong performance by E7 despite that ammo rack from Cats, which is really unfortunate from Cats. And here we go, Kid Yoon only doing 0 damage, but that's because he got ammo racked at the start. Very unfortunate it is. 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and the first ammo rack we are seeing tonight. And here we go. So we're seeing E7, double T22, nice for mouse, T125, and double crown bargain with HLV, no Cats. Double T125, triple T125 mouse, a VK, and double TVPs. I think they're dropping some of the T125, so I'm not sure about Kid Yoon. Might want to change it into another tank, because that will give him some bad memory. Bad memories. So we'll see if Cat's going to take a different. Could you take a different tank? Different tank than T125. But E7 is ready with double T22s. They're dropping the double TVPs. They're also dropping a medium light tank as well. I think the Vickers light it is. So they're going more heavy. And is that the start of the comeback from E7? We'll find out soon.
I try to get by something that I'm not into. My mind is paralyzed. Don't care, I just might pack my bags and take off tonight.
Here we go. Cat's going with double mouse, triple T110E5 and double TVP. Meanwhile, E7 is going with double IS4 crown, a mouse, double T22 and a T110E5. At this time the hit points are equal. Finally. And I mean with that kind of lineup, Cat's going interestingly. They have double mouse so they can only go for AB. But I'm not sure if that would be the best tanks for that purpose, but E7, I think that is pretty much AB strat, so we're going to see lots of action happening over to AB very quickly. They don't want to cap the base though. Ruler, they don't want to open the Pandora's box, but Hermes receives a hit already. So there's nothing Chromatros can do but to run away, but will he be shot at by the mouse? He's lucky not to receive a shot. But Nuggies and Fries, or Eyelion, might be tagged. And Nuggies and Fries puts a good share into Eyelion. Have to be careful. The cat is dropping some unnecessary hit points here. Hello BB is tracked. It's going to use his repack it potentially. And Chromatrox is not going to go for safe for now. Cats is really piling pressure onto E7 right now. They're doing the same thing as in Alpenstadt, and that would be bad news. But I think E7, I think they isolated themselves too much, way too much. Knack backwards is going to be the focus for HL for the Cats team, and Knack backwards. They really need to kill off Knack backwards. He is killed. Halloween is killed as well, but the IS4s are looking for Kudyun. But Ruler is also really low. The hit points are still in favor of Cats. With Hermes taking a big hit there. Rejected Humanity is now dead. Icar's tagging. Killing the wrong tag, actually. It's now 4 versus 5, but with one gun up for E7, actually. E7 might be able to win this one. Chromatrox might be the focus, but Roses and Rosie's now dead. Icar's with a reverse ram, that will put some damage into Alex. I'm not sure if there's a track right there, but Lucario is killed by Parabola. It's going to be 3 versus 4. E7 still with a gun up, and that could be really important, especially with double mouse still alive. Chromatros cannot run away, and he's killed. I think the next tank they're going for will be the Crown Vargans. Nuggies and Fries is coming from behind. They are looking for Kudyun, but Icarf is there just in time to shield Kudyun there. Really good job from Icarf. But Kudyun might get tagged. Got shot by Nuggies and Fries, and Alex puts a good shot into Kudyun. It's now a one-shot killed by Parabola, leaving Double Mouse left standing. And they still have the hit point pull advantage though, but that would not be long, because Parabola will be there to farm them out of misery. And Eyelion is looking for that crown, but he's going to hide, so they can only focus the mouse right now, and Eyelion is receiving some hits. And Alex is just very close to dropping down the river there, or the sea it is. But the mouses are losing more and more hit points. They can only focus the mouse right now. He's a nuisance, and not much can be done. Icarf is going to go down very quickly. Alex has now 2 shots in the clip, but to put another shell. No, Alex is killed by Eyelion, and that means Eyelion, he needs to carry his team. No, I'm very sure that was an ammo rack. It couldn't be a clip. Because suddenly I saw like 1,600 of hit points of drop. So I think that was an ammo rack. With A now captured, Lion still has a chance though, but it's getting grimmer and grimmer. B is now getting captured by Parabola. What can Lion do in this situation? But I mean, if he knows that someone's on B, so he can absolutely rush Nuggies. But I mean, they have the same mobility, so you can't do anything about that. Well, Lion with a very weird move there, just going back to get unspotted. He spotted once again. Well, this is a really interesting move from Lion right there. C is going to be captured by Parabola. Lion is just going for a cap on A at the moment. And even if Cat's not going to win, it's not even if Lion is not killed, or even if all the 2 minutes have been used up, it's going to be E7 with the win because of the caps. Unless Parabola shows up and gets killed by Lion, that could be a totally different story. But I mean, I think only 1 minute left, so I think he does not want to go for caps, but the kills instead, because there's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Can Lion kill off Nuggies? And he does kill off Nuggies. Oh my goodness me! This is still really. Is it not an ammo rack? I'm very sure that was an ammo rack. And Lion's just going for B. I don't think they have time to win by caps now. They need to find out where Parabola is and kill him off, because he's a one shot. Oh, I think Parabola is shaking tremendously. Yeah, the HP vanished very quickly. I think it was an ammo rack. Parabola. He's hiding in the house. Lion knows where he is. He's trapped. He can't run away. Just only 30 seconds left to go. Think they will still win by caps. But Lion is looking to kill off Parabola. 30 seconds left to go. The camera says go left. Lion spotted. Oh, Parabola, he needs to play around this house. This is really close. I have no idea what's going to happen, but if Lion is lucky enough to land that shot, Cats will win this one. But you will never know. Only 10 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be E7 winning this round. Putting it to a tie, to 3-3. Oh my goodness me. This is really close. Lion almost able to kill Parabola. I cannot... I wonder if Parabola was exposed at that time, at that moment, and Lion simply puts that shot in. That could have been a totally different story, but all 7 minutes used up, and wow, what a you know, very, very tight match it was. And finally, Ukraine is going to be a tiebreaker. But honestly, I think honestly, I don't think it could have dropped that quickly with only those TVPs. But you never know. But also they have a part to play as well. And I mean, Cats also got back a hit point poorly, so obviously E7 did not win this one by luck. They also won this one with a lot of with some good moves, especially taking hold of that corner is very important for E7 in that game. The first game of Port Bay I was talking about. So now finally Ucoin double T, but I would also say that the E5 that kill right there really put Cats I think put Cats down. I mean mentally a little bit. So I would say E7 they are really making use of that mentality. I mean that mental game they're playing as well. Cats are very close, but E7 can win this one entirely after going 1-3 down, and that is not good news for Cats at all. And this is tiebreaker right now. You're seeing, and I think that last game was just really good job from I think last game was just good response by E7. I thought Cats had it, but they just made a good response, like what happened to Uppershot, where they got trapped horrendously. Obviously, they also have more space to work with, but now Cats going very quick on C, with B now getting captured, and A is also getting captured by Cat as well. The struggle is real, it is, and A is now going to be captured, and it's going to be ABC, and they all some shots going into the T125s. E7 doesn't want to drop unnecessary hit points, but Eyelion, no, it's the carrier dropping some hit points as well. And here we go. TVP, they're ready. I think they're doing some spawn baiting strategy. I don't think E7, those T22 mediums, might want to go too deep there. With double mouse right there in the middle, might be looking for some shots. Lucario says his iPad would die, and that would not be good news in a match where it's very, very important for both teams. But E7 are now piling up pressure. But the hit points, the cap points are with Cats right now, but I think E7 might be able to apply good amount of pressure, and I think the TVPs are now in some sort of trouble. They want to make the spawn basing strategy work, but I don't think it has so far worked out for them. And I think these TVPs are going to go down very, very quickly. Rejecting Menace is tracked. It is not good news for them. The hit points are still with E7 right now. I mean, Cats, but they're going to lose Hermes very quickly. Meanwhile, Cats need to kill a tank right here. The T125 is dropping reactive armor. Hermes is now dead. Eyeline needs to go in, but he is really low as well. Roses are Rosie is now killed by Cats, and Cats still with a hit point pool lead. But this is still really close to rejecting Menace is now very, very low. They're looking for Nuggies. Kudyun took some really big HE shell from behind. And with Nuggies now dead, they're looking for Knacked backwards. If they take out that T22 as well, that will be important. But they also lost TVP already, and now the TVP also lost. But Hello BB is looking for that backwards, and now hit points are still in favor of Cats. Still really close to go. Hello BB with that bounce. Oh no, this is not good. Hello BB needs to put that shell in. You cannot bounce into that into the T22. He kills off that T22, but he's still really healthy. And Lucario is looking to reload his full clip here. He's looking for Chromatros apparently, but that mouse is blocking. So I think he might want to go for Parabola instead, but Parabola kills off Kudyun. Oh my goodness me. Cats do not have the hit point pool advantage. Or still has a hit point advantage, but they do not have caps. So all they need to do, they need to kill off tanks right now. But this is looking grimmer and grimmer at the point. I think E7 are on the cusp of winning this one. Hello maybe on the ammo rack, but he fixed it very, very quickly. And oh my god. Alex now killed. Icars is looking to put a shell into Parabola, but it's a bounce. Oh, hello baby. needs to capture C. And with iCars now dead, surely they can't win this one right now. Cats winning 3-1 at the start, only to lose 3 wins consecutively, meaning it's going to be Cats joining the lower bracket finals. They will be facing PGMT and an internal rivalry. E7, huge congratulations. I think that Amarak, if it is not an Amarak, that kill on that T125 is what changed the fate of E7 right here. They've performed so much better after that, and I think they've applied pressure a lot better than before, and they are a lot more responsive and a lot more connected with one another. And Cats simply, I think the TVPs kind of underestimated themselves, underestimated the lack of armor they have, and they just waited way too long for running away, and they have to pay a big price for that. And congratulations to E7, they are through to the grand finals, and Cats, they still have another chance, but they need to win PGMT. And this is it for tonight, and thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all maybe tonight in the Blitz Premier Cup. I probably will be streaming that, but other people will be. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.